I am an actor and I am not, people believe that, we will just go and merge in the Brahma element and never come back to play parts. But Baba says, you are an actor, and an actor is defined by his act. Yes, who are you if you're not acting? So, you see, there is this word action, which we call karma, and karma is what we do. So the soul is here to act. The soul is here to perform action. And the soul is an actor. You see, when we talk about the soul, there are two questions. Who am I, the soul? And which soul am I? Am I the deity soul? Am I the Suryavanshi one, the one who comes in Satyug? Am I the Chandravanshi one, the one who comes in Treta Yuga? Or am I the one who comes later? Or am I the Dharmatma or the Mahatma? So you see that what kind of a soul are you is also your identity, because every soul has an eternal part recorded in them. And we are not just souls, but just like you see the 7 qualities, knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, power, are part of every soul, or that is what the soul is made of. Similarly, every soul has a whole script written inside themselves. So there's a whole part recorded in the soul, and you cannot separate the record from the soul. Yes, so it's there in the soul, it defines you. You are that soul. You are a soul, but you are also the soul, the particular soul. And our part is ingrained in us, it is pre-recorded in us, it defines us. I'm always that. Yes, so that's my eternal identity. And although you see that just like a CD which is recorded, it doesn't make any sound until it gets, it is inserted in the player. Similarly, I do not manifest or express my part unless I come to the stage and take a body. But that part is there in me even when I am in the soul world. And that part defines where I sit in the soul world also. Because every soul has their own position in the soul world. And which soul am I? If I am a deity soul, I will sit closest to Baba. If I am a soul that comes later, I will sit after my Dharmatma. So Baba says that you are an actor and you cannot, you cannot not act. You have to act. So this is a very important thing to understand, because beliefs make us who we are. And for the last so many decades, for the last 2500 years, we have heard that the soul just wants to leave the stage and go and merge in the Brahm element and do nothing. Yes, so that is an idea that makes us very lazy, makes us very disrespectful about our part. So we must understand that my part and the fact that I played well are as important as me. So never think that you don't want to play a part. So that's an idea that comes from the sanskar of laziness. So if you think that, I shouldn't play any part, no role, I should just go and merge in the Brahma element, then you see, if that is so, if you believe that the highest attainment of human life is that you become free from the part and go and merge in the Brahm element, then in this world, when you are here on the stage and you're doing nothing, is that not the highest equivalent attainment of this in this world? So if you think that doing nothing is the highest attainment, then who is the one with the highest attainment in this world? The one who does nothing. Yes, but does that make sense? So when we are here, we think that the one who does everything and does it accurately is the one who is the highest. But when we talk about spirituality, we say that when you go and merge in the Brahma element and you don't have to ever come and do anything, that's the highest attainment. But these two things don't go together. So Baba says that it is not like that. It is not like if you really remember me, or if you did some tapasya, or the aim of spiritual practice is not to go and merge in the Brahm element. This is what Baba tells us. And Baba says that the highest attainment is to play your part really well. And every soul, when you play your part really well now, then you will shift to the world where there will be no restrictions to you playing your part accurately and in the most divine manner. So the prize of playing your part really well is not that you don't play a part at all. The prize that you play a part very well is that you get the highest part. Yes, think about an actor. He acted very well in a movie, and then the prize he got is never act again. Is that a prize? That is not a prize. So you get a good part if you play your part really well. So you see, when an actor starts acting, at that time, maybe he is given a very petty role. Yes, but he plays it really well and he shines in that role. And then what happens is he is the hero in the next movie. So this is how it goes. So Baba says that here in Sangam Yuga, whatever is your context, yes, maybe you come at the end, maybe you become a Brahmin for very little time, maybe when you become a Brahmin, you have so many things going against you. But if you play your part as a Brahmin really well, if you play your part as a instrument of Baba really well in Sangam Yuga, then the prize is that even if your part was very little in Sangam Yuga, you will get the hero part in Satyug. So that is the prize. So doesn't matter what my context is. And you see, a good actor never complains about his context, never complains about the size of his role. So he doesn't complain. He takes up the challenge. and he says, whatever is my context, whatever is my role, I will play it the best. Yes, and when you play it the best, then you get the best role in the next scene. Yes, so in this time, as an actor, so I have to play the part of a Brahmin now, right? So I have to play the part with Baba, be the best Brahmin, be the best, benevolent one who serves with Baba, and I have to play that role really well. And I don't have to complain about what are the limitations of my script or my role, or I have not been given this prop and that prop. I don't have to complain about that. And I remember, there was one Mata, and she came and she said that ever since I came to Baba, I always tell Baba, Baba, why didn't you make me a Kumari in this birth? So I shouldn't have got married and I should have been a Kumari. So I said, but why do you think like that? You do what Baba asks you to do in whatever role you are. So she said, no, but if I had been a Kumari, I would play it better. So I said, no, it's not like that. Baba never said that. Baba said that even if you are in the household and you play the part of a Brahmin really well, you can reach the highest position. And Brahma Baba was also into Grihasth, and he took the first position. So it is utterly possible. So then she kept complaining and complaining and complaining. And then I said, but you know what? If you keep complaining like this, it is very unlikely that you would get a good position in Satyug. Because the only criteria for you to get the best role in Satyug is to play your role in the present context really well. And if you did that, then you would get the best role, best position in Satyug. And Baba says that I'm here and I'm teaching you, I'm the director, and I'm teaching you how to play your role in the best manner, how to be a best Brahmin. And in whatever context you are, whatever are your karmic limitations, whatever are the limitations of your circumstances, but if you remember me really well and you draw energy from me, then you can play your best part and you can get the best role in Satyug. So this is what Baba says, and Baba says that idea that you have to meditate to merge in the Brahma element, that's a false idea. And the truth is that you are an actor and your aim is to bag the best role. And for that, I am here, and with me, the best director or the only director that you have, if you learn to play your best part in this Sangam Yuga, then you will get the best role in Satyug and all of the Kalpa. So never think about, getting free from the role. Your aim as an actor should be to play your best part. And when people say that, I just want to die and go to Mukti and this and that, these are not the words of a hero actor. So Baba says that I give you the sense and sensibility that this is not the plan of drama, and this is not the aim of a knowledgeful soul. So this is one thing. And then Baba tells us that at this time we have to pay attention to decorate ourselves with virtues, with powers, and we also have to pay attention that we don't spoil our decoration and that we don't waste our time. So you see that in Sangam Yuga, the most important resource is time and thought. Do you understand that? It is more important than health. It is more important than relationships. It is more important than wealth. So people say that when wealth is lost, nothing is lost, health is lost, something is lost, character is lost, everything is lost. But this is the time to build character. This is the time to become virtuous. And in this Sangam Yuga, the only big loss is the loss of time and thought. So if you wasted that, you wasted a lot of Sangam Yuga. And just think about how many thoughts in the day or how much time of the day do we even remain conscious of what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. So you see that we have been living unconsciously for so long. Yes, so you see, if I ask you, what are the thoughts you created in the last 1 hour? Have you kept a tab on it? Yes, so or what is it that you did in the last 1 hour? So do you remember every word you spoke or everything you did? Or so just think about the first step to finishing waste is being conscious. And you see that I remember, there was this one very interesting episode that that one Mata related to me, and she said that, there was once a mice that entered the house. And then she said she was so irritated with that mice that she kept watching the mice, go from here to there, and she kept trying to catch it. And one whole day she was after the mice, and the mice were still in the house. And then she called me and she said, Didi, I wasted one whole day after a mice. And she said, but this is the first day when I have been in so much awareness and I know every movement of the mice. I know where he went first and then where he went and then where he went, and I was just after him the whole day. And I was so aware of the mice, and later I thought, if I was so aware of my thoughts, it would be great. So, and the whole day, the only thought I had was of the mice. And you see that we are so aware of everything outside, If I ask you who came, who went, what happened in the last 1 hour outside, you keep so much tab on it. But then, what are you thinking in that last 1 hour? You're not really aware. And then what is happening is, if you're not antarmukhi, if you're not looking inwards, if you're looking outwards, then you are aware of everything outside which you can do nothing about. And you are aware of nothing inside which you can actually do something about. And this is why time and thought are a very big resource. They are the only resource in Sangam Yuga. And Baba says, don't waste your time in Sangam Yuga. Don't waste it means don't think about things or don't engage in words and acts which are not helping you create the punya karma that Baba is asking you to create. Yes, so in the world you see, people say that you check the waste by on three grounds. So I think some great person said this, and it is said that just check whatever you are listening to, is it true, is it necessary, and third thing I don't remember, is it true, is it necessary or something, yes. So and Baba says that when I came to Gyan, I valued that a lot, that you should only listen to something that is true, necessary and useful. Yes, the third thing is useful. So I thought that's a very big piece of wisdom. But when I came to Baba, I realized doesn't matter if it is true. Yes, even if it is true, it doesn't matter, because if it doesn't add to your spiritual power, just don't pay attention to it. Yes, so, and you see, Baba makes us distinguish between the eternal truth and the truth of the moment. And the truth of the moment is transient. What is true in this moment may not be true in the next moment, because every soul is changing. Now, if I said that this person is very bitter, maybe that person is bitter now, but maybe that person is working on themselves and tomorrow they are not bitter anymore. So, that truth is not truth. And Baba says that never even listen to something that is a momentary truth, because now you have to think about the eternal truth. Even if someone or something is not in their best form, best behavior right now, that's not the eternal truth. The eternal truth is everyone is a pure soul in their eternal form. So just hold that in your awareness. You don't have to think about who they are now. You have to think about who they were and who they can be. And Baba says that never listen to anything that anybody shares with you about somebody, or never think about someone or somebody's acts or somebody's words, because all that is waste. And even if it's true, how does it matter? Yes, even if somebody told you that this person is a cheat, or this person is an angry person or something or the other, and how does it help you in your self progress? It doesn't help you. So Baba says, never engage in parchintan. Never think about others, never speak about others, never listen about others. And Baba says, just pay attention to remembering Baba and imbibing virtues, and using every second of your time, every thought that you create, to create the best version of yourself. So you don't have to go into who is who, what is what, and you don't have to listen to other people talking about other people, or you don't even have to share your opinion about somebody to others, because this is just a waste of time in Sangam Yoga. And I'll tell you one thing, you see, Baba gives us, and I am sometimes amazed by Baba's range of knowledge, On the one hand, Baba teaches us that whatever you think, you have to also be aware of that, because that thought is not the true thought, it is coming from the filter of your sanskar. So be very, very wary of your own thoughts. And Baba teaches us to to check our own thoughts. But then Baba knows that my children are so weak that I don't know whether they check their own thoughts or not, but they are so weak that they even get influenced by other people's words. So then he tells us that don't listen to the wasteful thoughts, words that other people speak, or don't listen to people having opinions about others, or don't give your opinion about others. Now you see that when we understand that my thoughts, my words are a reflection of my sanskars. Yes, so I definitely understand that whatever anybody is saying is just an opinion, because an opinion arises from the sanskar of the one who is giving it. And nobody can tell you the truth, because the truth is only what Baba tells you. So the truth is that everybody is a soul and everybody has many sanskars, and if they work on it, they can become the best version of themselves. That is the truth. Other than that, everything is an opinion. But we still fall into the trap of that opinion. And we lose our soul conscious drishti, we lose our good wishes, good feelings for others. And you just think about it, in this Sangam Yug, we have to earn blessings by having good wishes and good feelings for everyone. And if we engage in this wasteful speaking and sharing and listening, then what happens is you're doing the opposite of what you're meant to do in Sangam Yoga. So Baba says, never spoil your decoration, never lose your virtues, never lose your soul conscious drishti by listening to wasteful words of others, by listening to others' opinion about somebody, and never engage in that act yourself. And I will tell you one thing, words are very powerful. If you listen to them, they have an impact on you. You listen to somebody's opinion about somebody and you say, it didn't impact me any little bit, it doesn't work like that. It impacts you. So never engage in this kind of exchange. And how do you stay safe from it? So the most potent instrument for wasteful messages is the WhatsApp group these days. Yes, so all the WhatsApp groups are being filled with opinions and sharings about what somebody thinks about somebody. So be very careful about these things. So don't engage in listening to others' opinions of others, because they color your drishti, they color your thoughts, and never do that yourself also. And Baba says, pay attention to decorating yourself. How do you do that? By using every second to remember Baba and imbibe divine virtues. So do this thing in Sangam Yug and don't spoil your decoration by listening to wasteful talks. And Baba says, second thing is, you see, sometimes we say that because I'm a well-wisher of somebody, I'm thinking about them. Yes. So, but Baba says that Baba frees us from that duty also. Baba says you don't have to take the responsibility of thinking about anybody. Baba says just focus on yourself and create the best version of yourself, because you see, we do a lot of evil under the guise of good. And this thing that we do, I'm the well-wisher, so I'm focusing on what they are doing, so I'm keeping a tab on where they are going, I'm keeping a tab on their activities. So Baba says, you are doing all this evil under the guise of being a well-wisher. So don't do that. I'm freeing you from that responsibility. You just focus on yourself and become the best version of yourself. So this is also another very important teaching that Baba gives us. And then Baba today tells us that we are sannyasis, but we are Raj Yogis. So you see, in the sannyas dharam, they are of the idea, of the opinion that you should fast as much as you can. Yes, so in the sannyas dharam, they consider it to be a good idea to not eat and go without eating as much as you can. Yes, but Baba says that you are also called sannyasis, but you are Raj Yogis, and for you the direction is, I am not asking you to go without eating. So Baba says you eat, but don't get attached to what you eat, or don't create any habits. So Baba says, be very wary of habits. Yes, so, and how do habits manifest? Habits manifest in preferences. Yes, the sign of a habit is preference. I like this, I don't like this. Yes, so Baba says that I don't ask you to go without food. You eat, but then don't have preferences about I like this, I don't like this, I can't do without this, or I have to have this. So whether it is about food, whether it's about clothes, whether it is about anything, you should never create any habit, because habit makes you a slave. Yes, and then habit makes you a slave, and then you suffer in the mind. You have uncomfortable feelings and emotions when something doesn't happen according to the habit you have created. So never create these habits. And I remember there was this one Mata, and she told me that I always felt that whenever I have lunch, I should have some sweet with it. And then I lived in the center for 1 week. And then in the center, they did not serve sweet after lunch. So it was just lunch and it was over. And then I couldn't say that, but that made me very upset inside. And later I thought, I lived in the center, I lived in Baba's home. But because of this one habit, I was upset there. So just think about what habits can do to you. They can make you upset in the most beautiful places. Yes, so you have everything, you are in Baba's home. But then you get upset because you are the slave of a habit. And then she said, when I realized that later, I just stopped eating sweet after lunch. And I told myself, I don't have to create any habit which makes me suffer in such a beautiful place. And you see, this is a very big piece of wisdom. Never create any habit. Never be a slave of any habit, whether it is the habit of thought, whether it is the habit of attitude, whether it's the habit of feeling, whether it's the habit of action. Never become a slave of any habit. Sometimes, when you see something, maybe, you have the habit of thinking in fearful thoughts. Then change that and just let go of that thing. And even if you see maybe you are afraid of failure, then just tell yourself, doesn't matter if I fail, the biggest failure is that I don't overcome this habit. And then you make peace with external failure and tell yourself that external failure is okay, I have to win over this habit, and then make that habit go away. So every habit we have to be very careful of. Baba doesn't stop us from doing anything. Baba doesn't stop us from traveling or eating or wearing clothes or anything, or even enjoying comforts. Baba doesn't stop us from using comforts or resources, but Baba says don't create a habit. Okay, Om Shanti.